So I'm Tiago Alves De Sousa. I'm the winemaker of the Alves De Sousa family. We've been in this beautiful Douro Valley, one of the most beautiful wine regions in the world, for 5 generations now. And our tradition was to make port wines, and nowadays we've been actually recreating a little bit that tradition as a new series of still wines that have also a lot of character. So we're here at Wines of Portugal Tasting in Chicago at Cafe Brouwer, and it's wonderful to be here and to introduce, well, what makes this beautiful region so special. And one of the things is definitely the use of our indigenous grapes. So Portugal is the country in the world with the highest density of indigenous grapes that you can find. It's 3 times the density that you have, for example, in places like Italy. So it's a beautiful world of diversity with grapes that have a lot of character that you have to discover. So the world has already enough Chardonnay and Cabernet Sauvignon, but not enough Portuguese indigenous grapes, and that's what we are here for, basically, to promote and to show how special these beautiful grapes are. So wines like this, the one that I'm holding in my hand, represents a very unique legacy and tradition that we also have in our vineyards, which is the mixed planting. So most of the vineyards in the world will tend to focus on a specific variety and have one basically planted in that specific vineyard. And in this one, actually, we have not only 1 or 2 grapes, but we have instead more than 25 grapes planted in the same vineyard. So it's a beautiful mixed planting only with indigenous grapes, where each one will complement each other with many different things. So one will bring the structure, the other will bring the fragrance, the other will bring the freshness. So they will all contribute with many different things, creating something that is indeed very complete and very complex and very harmonious at the same time. So, well, you're welcome to come and see us in the beautiful Douro Valley whenever you have the chance, and really to see how unique these vineyards are and how they really translate into these very unique wines.
So for wine lovers, people who travel for wine, Portugal is a good place to come.
Serious wine lovers have to discover Portugal because there are so many new things. It won't be just another new Cabernet from somewhere else. So it will be a really unique grape variety that you never heard about, but it really has a very unique character. So everything is new about it, but everything is really full of character and really exciting. So yeah, it's the place to be.
Can you tell me where exactly you are? Some people are on the coast, which is near the water. Where are you exactly?
So we're actually inland, so we have the mountain dividing basically and protecting us from the Atlantic winds, so making the climate in the Douro Valley always much warmer and drier than it should be, because as you know, Portugal is a very small country. The mountain make a big difference. So we're between the mountains and then the Spanish border, basically in the northeast of Portugal.
So you're near Spain.
We're near Spain, yes.
And near,
so you know, there's Ribera del Duero, for example. So you have the Duero River that when it comes into Portugal, it turns into Douro. So it's the same river, having these 2 different names basically, but we're in the Portuguese part of the Douro, of the Duero. So the Portuguese Duero is Douro.
well, that sounds really great. So you're the winemaker?
I'm the winemaker, yes.
And all of these wines you make?
Yes, I do make all this wine.
And how long have you been the winemaker at the company?
For 19 years now. So it's been a while, and well, as a head winemaker, it's a little bit more recent. It's since 2013, but so almost 10 years in that case. But I was working in the winery for almost 20 years now. So, and I grew up among vines and wines. So it's
so this isn't. It's not a family-owned business.
Yes,
it is
a family-owned business. So I'm the 5th generation of the family now, and the winemaker. My father began these new labels and this new focus on dry wines, because before it was port, the only wine that the region was making. So it's something more recent. It started 30 years ago, but again, the region reinvented itself with this whole new collection of wines with a lot of character. Never forgetting port though. Port is a really unique world and kind of wine that you can never forget. But at the same time, you can find Douro Valley not only as port nowadays, but also as beautiful still wine as well.
Are you the only family member that works in the winery?
Well, we all do, but we all have different contributions. So we're four in my generation. So two of my brother and sisters, they're both graphic designers. So they're also working on the labels and on the marketing material. And my older sister, although she's a pharmacist, she's working with us in the management as well. So not only providing pills when someone drinks a little bit too much, but actually also helping on the management.
So for all our wine lovers who want to travel around the world for wine, I think this is a good place for them to stop by and see.
For sure. Please come and you'll love it for sure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. My pleasure. Enjoy.